Welcome back to Numbers on the Board.
Numbers on the board, yes.
About a week into the NBA season. We excited to talk about a lot of different things. Before we do that, I want to remind you to leave a like on the episode, subscribe to the channel. Be sure to check out Peacock from 12 to 1 Eastern time, Monday through Friday, for a little piece of the Enjoy Basketball Hour. You can also find it on NBCSports.com/now.
Get that tomorrow for Teed Up.
But free $99, by the way. It's free $99. You ain't got to spend that money.
Ain't got to cost nothing.
As y'all can see, I'm living up to the name. I'm Teed Up, Mike.
Costs nothing but a little bit of time.
It's good to have the energy because we kind of been sitting around.
Yeah, I'm here for you, baby. You can lean on me.
Okay, good. I'm feeling it's kind of contagious now. I'm feeling it.
What you think I left for a second for? I had to go get.
You smelling sauce?
Huh?
Oh, something else. Oh.
I may got a left. I go back in my jacket. You never know. You gotta watch. You gotta watch. Is this water? You see, if y'all watch Love Is Blind, I could crack a joke right now. Is that tequila still in the refrigerator? That motherfucker got up, checked the refrigerator, knowing that it wasn't none left. It looked at her. It's like, oh yeah, it's gone. You gotta tune in. How y'all feeling though, man?
Feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. I'm enjoying this night.
Are y'all back into the swing of things?
Fully. I woke up this morning not tired.
Me too.
That was the first time since we started.
I don't think I'll ever wake up in the morning.
But I don't know if I'll Thursday and Friday I might be tired.
Yeah, because it's the late night to early morning.
Yeah.
So I was a little tired, but it's like it varies from day to day. Sometimes I wake and I feel like I went to sleep pretty early last night. So
you got to drop the mic?
Of course I do. I want to ask y'all, and it's only a couple games in, but what offensive player going through some struggles, whether it's shooting or scoring, just naturally, do you have confidence we'll turn it around?
Desmond Bane. I think he'll probably end up fixing because we already know who Desmond Bane is, and we know exactly why the Orlando Magic traded for him. But I think the slump that he's in right now, I think that'll definitely be fixed.
I'll say Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson has kind of had a tough start to the season with the Nuggets. It happens, you know what I mean, with the type of role that he plays, but I think that he's going to continue to be able to get good looks generated for him. And he's in a role where I think some of the lacklusterness to start the season doesn't affect the team too much. Mm-hmm. So it allows him to stay comfortable. He doesn't have to panic. He don't have to overreact. And he's not one of those guys. He's a real calm, cool, collected, smart, intelligent basketball player. And I think, the more and more he continues to get settled in, those shots will fall. They're going to be there legitimately all season long. Mm-hmm. And he'll start to make them. So I got all of the faith in the world for Cam Johnson.
No, I ain't got nobody. I think everybody that started off slow is going to keep it this way. And everybody that's averaging 30 is going to average 30 all season long.
I like that. You don't think Trae Young going to pick up the shooting?
He had no choice. Some things are so bad that you just have to say, of course he was going to play.
Look. As long as Ayo not guarding him.
Talk to me.
You know, Ayo be putting that boy in jail.
Talk to me.
That's his biggest nightmare for the last few years now.
You know what Ayo's real name is? Like his full name?
No, I've only known
Neither
him as
do
Ayo
I,
Dosunmu.
but I'm about to look it up.
I thought it was Ayo.
That's how I feel about like Shaedon Sharp though.
Okay.
Like it has to get better for him because
absolutely.
Again, he's just a natural scorer and it's always been scoring. It's been relatively easy for him. So
it's Quadine Ayopo Dosunmu.
I'm glad they just say Ayo. Make it easy.
Sure. I ain't mad at Quadine.
He don't got as much swag as Ayo.
Was you one of them kids that thought Magic Johnson's real name was Magic?
I did when I was little.
When I was younger, yeah.
As a kid, it's hard not to. It's so cool of a name. You don't even think about it not being realistic.
Yeah.
You also didn't know it was Irving till like last year, though.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was going to admit to it, though.
Yeah.
So it's a lot to get to between Saturday and Tuesday. Now that we got this new schedule, that feels like a long time to not talk hoops.
It is.
So let's get into some of the stuff that y'all been seeing so far in the season. I want to start off with my Chicago Bulls and how dominant, yes, I'm using that. No, how good they've looked so far in the season. One of the last 4 undefeated teams left.
You know what I'm thinking about as you say that? I'm so sorry to cut you off. You got the Bulls package thing?
Yeah, I do.
You got it? Mm-hmm. You got it? Damn. Should have just passed one fucking password around.
Yeah, we could have.
Damn.
Well, maybe not. Sometimes it'd be like limited amount of users at one time.
I'm damn sure would have been willing to try to figure it out.
Yeah, because they just came up on what, $80 a month
$80
from us. Just this 4 right here, $80 a month. They worked it right now through the first 3 games of the season, baby. We had a big win against the Atlanta Hawks. One that started off real rough. First quarter was a bit trash. They came out. Porzingis hit some big time threes to start off the game. defense starts to settle in, the offense starts to pick up, and the Bulls walk away with the vibes being great. It made me feel good because we didn't get a locker room video from the Bears this week.
Yeah.
But the Bulls been doing locker room videos since they've been winning.
And we got another big game from Big Vooch.
Yes.
Big Vooch has been on the burner. So, like, as if he can continue to play at this level, by trade deadline, that phone might be ringing.
Are you conflicted?
Not really. I'm enjoying it. I like to enjoy the moment. I understand reality is this probably isn't going to be sustainable. So I think you just got to take it for what it is at the beginning and then just be like, well, I enjoyed it at the beginning when it all goes to shit. I mean, I don't think it's going to go completely to shit. I think this will still be a fun, competent team. And they still will have games where it's like, yeah, they got you up out your seat.
Yeah.
But I could definitely see a reality where things just don't go as well. Because last night, like 7 or 8 people scored double digits.
Yes.
So, like, that's not realistic. Patrick Williams has actually been playing good basketball, too.
Talk to me.
I don't know how realistic that is.
He's back. That's
So,
what
like,
you need
if
to know.
he's actually playing good basketball, then I guess the Bulls could say we walked out of this year with, like, a good, like, this is progressive. Patrick Williams has woke up. Josh Giddey is playing at the all-star level. Trae Jones is playing good. We were able to get something valuable for Vooch. I think that if you could walk out and say you at least got 2 of those things, then I think that's a good year.
At this rate, Vooch is getting extended. He ain't getting traded.
Wouldn't that be lovely for Bulls fans?
Yeah, because if y'all did trade him, like, that whole position is just gone.
Yeah, because we don't have because Noah Singh is not ready.
He's not a center, though, even if he was ready.
Yeah, I think he's like 7. I think he's projected to eventually be a center.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
At 7 foot, yeah.
I think he's a 4-man. I don't even think he's 7 foot.
I don't think he's that. Yeah, I'm wondering where you got that from.
I could have sworn when we was doing the draft work that he was listed at 7 foot.
I've never seen him lift at 7 feet.
Oh, maybe I'm just misremembering.
Yeah, y'all got Esinge, not Asa Newell.
He's 6'8".
Yes, you're right. We don't have Asa Newell. Yeah,
He played for the Hawks.
Yes, he does.
I would say I'm conflicted though, Millie. It's been so fun. But I recognize that
What are you conflicted on?
that there's obviously a real ceiling to this team of being like a playing team.
Like
And
always,
being a playing
yeah.
team again means that we're not in the lottery.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you could be in a lottery as a playing team.
I mean, you
Losing and
could.
playing.
Yeah, you could. I would say it's conflicted because
But you didn't come into the league, come into the season thinking y'all was going to get a top 5 pick.
I went under pretty aggressively.
Oh. I think maybe I did.
I think
too.
we all went under. At
But we knew
32
that
and a
they
half.
weren't going to be net.
Yeah, we didn't think they were going to be
Wizard.
a 12-win team for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just think that like when it comes to eventually really competing, not even just for a championship, but let's say for the next version of the Bulls, that's a top 5 seed. You're gonna need a star. We just obviously don't have that on the roster. And if we keep being at least decent, I mean maybe, hopefully it's modest. But if we at least keep being decent, drafting that guy becomes increasingly harder. I think that's what the confliction is. But on a night-to-night basis, I'm rooting for them. It ain't like I'm like, yeah, I hope we
For sure.
lose this game. But it's like, yeah, it's fun. But I also remember last year when we were fun, when we won 20 of the last 25 games, and I was conflicted then, and then we ended up with the 12th pick instead of, we lose one more game, it's potentially Cooper Flag. So it's like that's where that confliction comes in a little bit.
You're going to beat yourself up thinking you're going to get Cooper Flag.
How about I just wanted
That's
a rookie?
just lottery odds.
I just wanted a rookie that was gonna play.
For sure. But Billy Donovan, boy, that's an uphill battle
He tough. He
from
tough
the
with it.
get-go.
Yeah.
I like the Bulls in
Took
this.
Jalen Terry a minute to start getting minutes.
Well,
He lost them all again.
Modest, yeah, and then Modest also didn't play really the first half of the season last year.
Yep.
So
I kind of like the Bulls here because I don't trust the Bulls drafting anyway. So it ain't like I got anything to be hopeful for if y'all are in the lottery.
yeah,
Because, if y'all ain't getting the top 3 pick, then you
That's what I'm saying. You kind of have to with this front office.
And
to
I think
end up
we
with top
kind
3.
of got lucky that a top 3 pick failed us.
Yes. That was a no-brainer at 11. There was no thought process. As
Yeah.
soon as we were on the clock, we should have known. There's no discussion.
And you also knew the fact that he wasn't from Chicago, that he wasn't slipping any further. That they were definitely taking.
Last time y'all had a top 5 pick, y'all walked out with what?
Patrick Williams.
Patrick Williams,
Patrick
he was
Williams,
number 4.
Yeah.
I felt like it was the right pick though in the moment.
I wasn't
The
mad
Patrick
at
Williams
it.
one?
I wasn't mad at it.
I wasn't mad because I couldn't help. I had to be excited because
Yeah.
you need him to be good.
Yeah.
But I remember, like, he was
'Cause-
climbing up the mocks, right? Because
Yep.
he didn't come into it at least as a 4th overall pick. He had the not the intangibles. He had the measurements,
the body.
the body. It was like, oh, he's
Some
gonna
of
be
the
a top
Cedric
4 pick.
Howard.
I remember just going into it where
times 10 though.
I was prepping to have Denny. All the mocks leading up to that point had Bulls taking Denny at 4. And I was like, oh, yeah, we're going to have this dude who I don't know much about, but I mean, you know. Obviously, Patrick Williams and Denny are the same player now.
Then, that's a Tyrese Halliburton too, right? Is it Reese in there?
He wasn't really mocked around there. Actually, we knew the top three. We just didn't know the exact order. Then after that, it was a widespread of eye of the beholder type thing.
Killian Hayes.
I don't remember seeing a bunch of Halliburton mocked at 4.
Denny.
Even though he said he thought he
Williams.
was going to the Bulls at 4.
Oh, they probably. I wonder, was that like a fake promise that they told?
No,
him?
I doubt it.
Or did he just look at?
I think he
him and his
probably just
agent?
like, I'm the best guy left.
He probably would have said promise.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
Him and his agent was probably looking around and said, "Yeah, the Bulls need you."
That's how the draft night be sometimes, though. You know, just
Yeah.
curveball after curveball.
Shout out to the greatest Bull of all time, Trae Jones, by the way.
Yeah, I've been loving the way Trae Jones has played. It's been a standout for me when I've been tuning in because
It's
I've
rare
been
you
watching.
see-
I got to get my money's worth with this team.
Where you see 2 floor generals like work.
Especially
And so far-
neither of them are like plus shooters.
Yeah,
so
they're not plus shooters
Josh
either.
Gay said he got it though.
I guess so.
Yeah, if you
I
go
like
He
his
under,
looks
aggressiveness.
confident shooting the
Yeah,
ball.
I like his
yeah,
aggressiveness.
if you go under a Josh Giddey screen now, he just pull it. He taking it with confidence. And
Austin Reeves, 50-point game, Mike.
Yeah, that was super. That was like, you knew he was going to have a good game because Luka was out, but I wasn't expecting a game like that for him to kind of carry us over the hump. And again, they're talking about the foul calls and everything like that because he shot so many free throws. For
You
one,
know how many he shot?
it was like
12?
24,
22.
20.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
it
it
was in the
was-
20s.
You made me think about last night.
yes, he shot 12 against the Blazers last night. Yeah,
But he is up there when you talk about guys that just know how to get to the foul line. And some of those are just like they're fouling him 90 feet away from the basket in the bonus. He's going to get to the line. But
yeah.
it wasn't just the free throws and the scoring. It was the ability to run the whole offense. And as soon as he checked out the game, all that kind of just went to shit.
That's against the Kings, right? I'm not
Yeah.
mixing up.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
against the Kings. We lost against the Blazers, which
Right,
is
right.
very
That's what I'm
similar
saying.
again, but like he didn't have that same effort. And obviously the Blazers are a way better defensive team.
I mean, y'all were missing more players somehow.
Yeah, Marcus Smart being hurt is kind of like a really tough
He was
blow.
really good against
He
the
was
Kings.
really
good, yeah.
He was really good. And just the energy, just the dogness in him, we were missing that. And again, Gabe Vincent, I know I talk a lot about Gabe Vincent. It's just like he's not the biggest name in the world, but we're gonna miss him as he's going to.
Bronny James and Nick Smith Jr. got some minutes last night.
I seen Nick Smith Jr. Bronny James. There's some people on his ass. Which
What they say?
they just anybody besides Austin Reeves and like the little that DeAndre Ayton does, like people was on their ass because they haven't done anything. They really haven't done much at all.
That was a possession where Jeremy Grant saw Bronny in the game, and Bronny got switched on him. He just took him straight to the block and just posted him all the way up to the basket.
Yeah, I'm looking at Dalton Connect to just like this is a time where he should be thriving.
Confidence is gone.
Yeah, it seemed like ever since y'all traded him and then rescinded the trade, it's just been downhill since.
Kind of like in a one of one experience, if you think
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
We haven't really had that happen in like
Yeah, because
20
before the
years.
trade he was fine, and then like right after that trade, it's just like boom, and he hasn't recovered.
It's a time to come alive though, because it's besides Austin Reeves, it's nobody that's going to try to create a
I
shot.
think you got to just, I don't know. We've had so long since that trade that since he hasn't came alive, it's kind of like maybe.
No, we haven't. He got traded at the deadline. It didn't go through.
So that's about 30 games.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Shit's gonna happen in the NBA. I'm not saying you got to get over it overnight.
What's the other option, by
But
the
it's
way?
like he's still on the roster. He's still getting minutes.
What's the other option?
You just don't play.
Well, that already be happening.
Yeah, and now I mean it can't happen with
Shit, we have
12
6 people on the roster.
You got to give some credit to DeAndre Ayton, too. That win against the Timberwolves
Yeah.
and the win against the Kings, I think he really played well.
Yeah, he did. Again, it's really the effort thing, and if he's hitting that little in between shot too, it looks pretty good.
How y'all been feeling about some of these injuries, man? We already lost Luka with the finger sprain. We got Anthony Edwards with the hamstring.
Hey, I saw a
Brandon Miller with
tweet
the shoulder.
that when Luka got injured, there was a Wolves fan that says our star players don't get injured a couple of days to the season.
Oh, my
And
gosh.
then like later that day, we found out that Anthony Edwards hurt his hammy. It's just an unfortunate timing, but it does suck, especially for both teams in the
Yeah.
Western Conference. But
Especially like
Timberwolves, shout out to Julius Randle who
Bro, he's
made
the-
it fake competitive last night.
He is like one of those guys that can operate a little bit as a hub just because he can create, and then he's a plus playmaker. I'll say
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
Jaden McDaniels had the
He's
ball
been
in his
super
hands a whole
aggressive.
lot more. He was looking a little aggressive. but
Nas Reed came alive.
You
Yes.
can definitely tell Jaden McDaniels is missing like a guard.
See, the only thing that's my thing. Julius Randle has been starting the season, playing really good. I just know as a Knicks fan, it's hard when Julius Randle is killing.
Yeah.
Because it can turn into fool's gold. And at the end of the day, this is Anthony Edwards' team. And I thought they did a really good job last year. But that was my whole thing, is sometimes I feel like this team need a point guard because, yeah, it's hard to turn Julius off, rightfully so. When he is cooking, he should feel like, let me go do my thing. But sometimes you want to, you want that hierarchy to know that this Anthony Edwards time, even if you are cooking, he's our main guy.
I think he kind of got an idea for that when he was injured last year.
Yeah.
And I think that's when he said that he had to look at it from a different perspective, watching Anthony Edwards kind of cook by himself and recognizing that that's when afterwards he came back and he looked real good and obviously carried that over to the
That was one of
postseason.
my takeaways from from the Wolves and them missing Anthony Edwards. Is this could benefit Jaden McDaniel just because he's getting more of the reps as a guy that's really trying to put the ball in the basket. And then Julius Randle too. So whenever Anthony Edwards does come back, the offense can be a little bit more diverse, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think
For a little bit, yeah. I don't know how diverse this offense is going to ever get without a point guard, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think naturally, I think there's a pecking order, and everybody understands. They just realize that now everybody just got to do a little bit more for the next 2 weeks, which is when Anthony Edwards is projected to come back. So
I think they will. I think Julius Randle will not have an issue at all doing that.
He
I guess
probably
for me,
happy like shit. I get to rock out.
Whenever I
Thanks.
think about the Timberwolves and I project them, it's more so in the playoffs when things are more on the line. But even without all of that, I just look around the league, and one of my biggest takeaways is that the value of the point guard is driven up, and it should have always had value. But it's a lot of teams that's trying to like makeshift a point guard, and
we're
it's
seeing it
super
with Dallas
evident.
right now.
We're seeing it across the league.
Yeah.
The Dallas Mavericks, the New Orleans Pelicans.
The Houston Rockets.
The
Not bad
Houston
in wrongdoing,
Rockets.
but yeah.
It's not a coincidence that the last 2 games of the Mavericks have looked significantly better once they gave D'Lo more minutes.
And that's just a replacement level
Yeah.
point guard. Yeah. I mean, we went from everybody wanted big size, everybody wanted big-ass wings for a long time, and kind of neglected the fact that somebody got to bring the ball up the court.
Everybody wanted a Draymond Green. The Warriors had implemented a DNA to what it takes to win championships, and everybody thought they could find some version of a Draymond Green.
I think it also went away too because instead of getting this offense set and running this organization or like running it all organized, we're just gonna have our best player run pick and roll and break down the defense that way.
Yeah.
So it's like if he's just gonna be somebody that we're looked at is maybe even a liability sometimes guarding because people are just going at him because of their size. Just put a combo guard out there that can defend. We'll have Jason Tatum run the offense. You know what I'm saying?
I love the idea of an off-ball superstar.
Mhm.
It just don't really exist anymore, which makes sense. If this guy is so good to be labeled a superstar, put the ball in his goddamn hands and let him rock out. It obviously, that makes sense, but I love the idea of Anthony Edwards potentially having somebody that set him up. I love the idea of when Darius Garland comes back, how much better Donovan Mitchell can be when he's playing off the ball, even though he's, at this point in time, they basically got 2 point guards. Donovan Mitchell has ascended shooting guard status to now just a straight up point guard in some cases. But it just don't really happen too much. Tatum is a great example. But Tatum also spent like 3 or 4 years with somebody else named the point guard before they was like, here, this is your time to shine.
Drew Holiday and Derek White were like top tier.
And even before that, Marcus Smart being the lead
those are
guard,
like
that's
top tier.
serviceable.
Kyrie.
Kyrie Irving.
Kemba.
He had a lot. And then now it's like, all right, you take us home. You're our point forward for the entire
It's
of the
also
postseason.
better for the incoming players that we got because we're not going to stress about having a point guard when we can have Derek White and Drew Holiday. Like
Yeah.
you got to, we just gonna have to need you to step up and grow into that area.
That's why I think the doing it with Cooper Flag is just not allowing him to grow in the other areas. And so like putting him at point guard, I think is kind of hindering him a little bit. And I think he needs a legit point guard to actually sit back, and you can eventually do that a few years down the road, and they trying to do it now, but it's just like
it's a lot of pressure to
it's
do
a lot
that.
of pressure on a rookie to come in and run a team with Anthony Davis, PJ Washington, and
And they don't
these
really
dudes
have-
want to compete, and like he's still learning how to play. He doesn't even know how to play his own position.
They don't even have spacing right now. So it's like he's trying to do all this stuff, and again, like he's talented enough where he's gonna put it up. But I'm right there with you where they're kind of hindering him a little bit.
I'm hoping that he's doing okay. The first play of the game, he hurt his shoulder. He still played 30 minutes or so.
did,
yeah.
But then he had that big-ass brace
Wrapped
on
up,
it, and
yeah.
now he's going to have like an MRI today to see if he can play tomorrow. So hopefully he's good. But I remember seeing him come off that screen to start the game, and I'm like, and he was holding it for like 2 possessions straight. Soldier to play the 30 minutes, even if it wasn't a good 30 for him. But I'm hoping that it's nothing more than just like a stinger. The way I'm telling you, I can always spot it from a mile away
Yeah,
when
you got
somebody's shoulder dislocated.
That after the shoulder.
Even when Brandon Miller left his game, the
Luke-
way you hold it, you could tell
Luke-
when it's
Luke-
The
going.
Brandon Miller thing was crazy. It didn't even look like there was like not even much contact.
Yeah.
In it.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I mean, if you remember how I did mine, I didn't have much contact. I just tried to go for a block.
yeah.
Boop.
Luka went for a swipe down on his, and he played the rest of the game.
And was
then
killing.
he got the update. He was going to miss 2 weeks, and it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, I remember he was shaking it off and stuff. It's like
Yeah.
that adrenaline could get you through that game, but then you get back to that locker room.
That's why
it's
there's
like, woo.
never been a player like LeBron when he rolled the shit out of his ankle,
And just
tied it up. Now
tight
he's
as hell.
ready to go.
I don't know how LeBron did that for years on end. Like he would sometimes just twist his ankle and just like tie him tight and just go right back to dominate.
And then Solomon Hill had to change the world when he rolled over on Bron. That was the first time Bron has ever been
Had
like
a
really
significant
injured.
injury.
And now he's just injured all
And
the time.
I wanted to
And now
see
they
Bron
saying
with
he
that
might-
young Laker team.
Now they're saying LeBron might miss more time.
Yeah.
So like, it's kind of sad, man. I don't want to see my king go out like that.
Yeah, but we
Well,
need him
every
a lot.
king has to be dethroned eventually, Derek.
Yeah. And well, Giannis did. Remember when Giannis?
Oh, he
walked-
did take it
He
once.
did, but he didn't throw it.
But he put it
Yeah.
on himself instead of somebody else giving it to him. You know, I
And
think
then-
that's what's the
And
difference.
then LeBron bust his ass later that season.
He said, "You thought I forgot, huh?"
LeBron always gonna get back.
We're gonna get it. Can we talk about the two teams that we bought a lot of stock in out east that have both been struggling, the Atlanta Hawks and the Orlando Magic?
Yeah. Well, where you want to start?
Let's start off with the
Well,
Orlando Magic.
Orlando Magic, for a team that's been top 5 defensively for the last few years, they legitimately are just letting the guys just get 2 feet in the paint. It's been happening in every game, and it's that you just don't. That's the basic fundamentals of defense. Keeping the man in front of you. None of them are doing it, and you even got to hold Paolo accountable. I'm watching Paolo guard Kelly Oubre, and Kelly Oubre is just blowing past him. I'm just like, you the head of the snake. You just supposed to be the future All NBA player of this team. You gotta lead. You gotta lead this. And like.
Yeah.
And even like Jalen Suggs, I know he's still getting into the swing of things. He's supposed to be the PO. He's still getting blown by. But Desmond Bain's getting blown by. Franz, it's just blow by central out there in Orlando. So until they figure that out, this is going to be a terrible defense.
I'm just confused on what's going on over there. As a whole, I did a film breakdown on them on YouTube. Make sure you go to Pee-wee the Plug and go check that out. We'll probably do some more of that. I'll take the monetization hit to give some good content. But a lot of this stuff that I was seeing was like you said, it was inexcusable. It wasn't like anything deep.
Unfortunate, yeah.
It was just kind of guys getting blown by, guys over helping, guys not communicating, things that you would assume to be
One of
kind of
them-
embedded in their identity of being a good defensive team over the last few years.
The communication part is, and that's a simple part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think in a game against the Bulls, they gave up a 3 to Josh Giddey just because Paolo thought he was going to switch and Franz thought he was going
went to
under. So
nowhere.
it's just like simple things like that. You can't have that in a closeout game or like in the fourth quarter, especially for a team that has the expectations that they do. Defensively, I feel pretty confident that they can bring it back. The offense is
on paper, it's been bad, but they've been able to put up a good amount of points. They've been able to get to the foul line a ton, which I think
the
is really
shooting is
helping.
still pretty bad.
The
Like,
shooting
it's
is
horrible.
It's just really, that
if you
part
put
is
on
horrible,
a Magic jersey, I think your 3-point percentage just goes down.
It has to. That's the only explanation. Yeah, it's been really disappointing, man. That 76er team, we got to talk about them being undefeated and all. They have no business almost putting up 140. On that
I feel the
team,
same
bro.
way. Like, no disrespect to the Bulls, they've been having
yeah,
a good
yeah,
start,
yeah.
but the win that the Bulls had, I felt was inexcusable for the Magic.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the game I broke down and I used for some of the things I wanted to talk about on both sides of the ball for them. But like Trae Jones, who has played really good, we give Trae Jones his flowers. He has been phenomenal with the Bulls to start the season. But like, I just don't think his drive commands 4 Magic players' attention. Josh Giddey, as good as he has been, I don't think he commands 4 people on a drive. There was a play where they did like a Spain pick and roll, a botched attempt at a Spain pick and roll that made Kevin Huerter result in the roller. And 2 Orlando Magic players committed to his roll.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Kevin Huerter was rolling.
And they all reacted.
And
to
I
it.
don't think Kevin Huerter wanted the ball on that roll, I don't think the Bulls wanted to get him the ball in a roll, but yet Desmond Bane dropped. That's how Ayo got one of those big-time threes.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch, Ayo had, like 3 big threes in that fourth quarter on the
Clutch,
wings, and it was from shit like that where Kevin Huerter was trying to do a back screen for Nikola Vucevic, but Vuce popped, which resulted in Huerter having to dive to clear out. And yeah, Desmond Bane dropped significantly on that dive, and they skipped past the Ayo, boom. And I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
That also tells you right there on just from watching it, you don't even have to hear it, that they're not communicating.
Yeah.
There's not a vocal guy on the court that's communicating what's going on. And in order for a defense to work as like any sort of operation, we have to communicate. Like everyone has to be talking. We have to be on a string. We have to be able to point, talk. Like, and if you're not talking, the defense is just going to fall apart. And you can see it right now.
From the games y'all watch, who seems to be their leader?
No one.
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
Like on-court vocal leader, I'm not sure. I know
Yeah.
Desmond Bane talks a shit ton, but a lot of that's still like the other players.
Yeah.
You know?
So like, it's really hard to tell who is the leader. It should be Paolo, but like
And maybe it is
it's
Paolo.
not. Maybe.
I always got the vibe from Jalen Suggs, but again, the Bulls game I'm referencing, he didn't play.
And also, he's on a minutes restriction, so probably it's hard for him to like fully get into that leader mode. And I don't know.
One of their wins, when their one win, he played and he looked pretty good. He got a couple on-ball steals and got a couple breakaways.
How long is his minutes restriction?
Not sure.
Because I didn't know. I don't think he was restricted with the minutes in that game, was he?
I don't believe so. It might be back-to-backs in certain instances that he's not playing.
He could be one of their better three-point shooters too.
They need him to.
Sometimes, yeah.
I mean, he's one of those people that got paid the year after he had a really great year, and we're still trying to figure out if he is that version. That shot.
Yeah, unfortunately, he just was hurt last year.
Their
so
offense is crazy too, kind of like the defense, where they got talent, so they're going to be able to put up points. I think it's kind of more so how
it's not fluid,
and that's what people's big criticism against Paolo has been. And 3 games into the season, I think people who have felt that way are looking more than justified to feel that way. I always just didn't like how far people go. Like, I don't think Paolo is this terrible basketball player that they try to make him out to be because he don't fit the calculator scheme you want. But I mean,
there's real deficiencies. At the same
there's
time.
real deficiencies.
I mean, 22 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and averaging more turnovers than assists.
Can I ask you a question?
That's kind of underwhelming.
Who would you rather take, Paolo Banchero or Victor Wembanyama?
Did you ask him this question recently?
A couple weeks back. Maybe.
I'd rather have Victor Wembanyama.
So.
What are you doing that shit with your mouth?
Yeah, he always do the thing. You can always tell when he's just bullshit.
He even thought about it for like 5 seconds.
I hate going back to this, but I think it's real interesting.
No, don't hate it.
3 games have swayed you? Because just last week, you took Paolo over Wembanyama.
I did.
So why? 3 games sample size.
Can we even say why? I don't think we...
Well, he said that Paolo's postseason performance in that one series was enough for him to do that, which I think that's I don't agree with it, but that's a rational thing. Postseason success or postseason series.
Do you really think? Are you trying to be tame it because it's Darrick? Do you really think?
I think if this was a conversation, Paolo versus another player not named Wemby, then it's a good rationalization. But because Wemby's Wemby, it's not. You know what I'm trying to say? If I had a young player average 30 in the postseason, even if they lost, you walk away and be like, yeah, okay, we believe in that. But because it's against Wemby, that's what I'm like, I don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because
so if we went Paolo, who's another young player not named Wemby that's in
Kay
the Paolo?
Cunningham.
He also got the postseason stuff too. I'm trying to think.
It's not like Paolo.
What about like a Men Thompson?
You said who?
A Men.
The only thing I get what you're saying. We only have to find an example.
Okay.
Well,
because my thing is, I'm fine with that comparison when it's like to par. But like if we're talking Wemby ain't playing in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That shit dead now.
That's
happening.
But I don't understand that logic.
Well,
he was better in the playoffs, but this motherfucker ain't got there yet.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like,
I also feel like, personally, for me, the first few games of Wemby this year, he just looks like a different player than he was last year.
But you
He's
didn't
better,
think there
but
was
he's
gonna
still
be any
great.
projection,
Yeah.
though? You didn't
No,
project
yeah,
anything?
I did, but I also had to see it first.
Oh, boy, you're gonna be behind a lot in this industry if you got to see it first. That's part of our job is being able to.
And like
project.
this is just like a completely he's like bullying people. Like he's stronger, he's more physical, and like he's putting it all together.
That's usually what the young guys do. They put on a little muscle.
They said last year that Wembanyama's average shot distance was 17 feet. Now it's 11.
Yeah,
so he's obviously just.
He's getting more
can
close
make
to the paint, which is something I was saying that he should do last year. And like if he was going to be this 3-point shooting.
So how are you going to evaluate Cooper Flag? You're not going to box him in based off this rookie year, right? You're going to project him to get better and better.
I even just said the Mavs are hindering him a little bit.
No, that's what I'm saying. But that goes to my point with the Wemby. to go and see things last year and just expect that just.
Well, I don't think that was the Spurs hindering him. I think he was
No. But I'm saying, and young players.
Well, he was he was legitimately on a
Don't let.
Okay, he was legitimately
someone.
on. Huh?
Someone can't see that.
And I think they need to see it.
I
No,
do
they-
too.
they don't.
I
No,
thought
no,
I
no.
was fucking tripping.
Mike,
What the fuck
is that
is
you? Don't kill him.
It was. It actually.
I don't know if it was a centipede.
Yeah,
or
it was a
something.
centipede.
I don't even want to.
Look,
y'all-
you afraid? Did you get him?
No.
You did.
No, you did it.
Now, he's still alive,
It's
but
still alive.
dang, bro, you gonna stomp him out like that? Ah. Oh, hell no.
That was a big ass centipede.
That was huge.
Bro, that shit scared me.
It scared me because it was out the corner of my
I-
ass.
I-
I thought it
know
was a
what show was
spider.
talking about.
I did
And I
too.
was like, Mike can't see that. Because you remember when
Oh,
we had.
last time we had a spider on
How
the
the
set,
fuck could a
he almost burnt it
centipede
on
got
fire.
under the couch?
How centipedes get everywhere?
That's a good question. How did anything
Fell
get
for the
anywhere?
fucking-
This shit was
Yeah.
going quick too.
It
Yeah,
was.
they didn't
It
see
did
when Mike
juke you on that
almost.
first
It
stump.
did.
You
I had to
missed.
get him again.
Mike almost flipped the table once because
Yeah.
of a spider across.
Day one.
You see,
How about
I'm
that?
like, I'm doing this and shit.
They
It
was.
has so many legs to get you.
It's
Y'all
like-
ever
it's
lost a spider in the car?
Huh?
Y'all ever lost a bug in the car?
A bumblebee once.
Oh, that's.
Oh,
I had a.
I hate when bees get in the car.
cicada in my
Ball,
car.
me too.
I had a cicada.
too.
In my
Cicadas
car.
I ain't tripping about no
But it's
cicadas.
weird when you don't
They
know what's in there and
big.
you're
But you
driving and
hear
all
it.
you hear is in
Yeah.
the back.
Me too.
Can I see? Is he? He might be a part of the set forever. You fucked him up.
He probably just in your
A
shoe
leg
now.
over there, a leg
Bro,
over
that's
there,
crazy.
a leg
You
over
just
there.
took a life.
I thought about that the other day.
You
Because
seriously took a life.
I don't kill spiders like in our house. If I can catch it, I'll catch it and put it away. I swear to God, I don't kill spiders in my house.
I only
That's-
kill it if it's in
That's
my
some
immediate
head
area.
ass shit, KB.
How is
That's
that
some
that?
super head ass
Because you
shit.
just killed a spider, bro.
Why? If I can keep it alive but also get rid of it, why not just do it that way?
Sometimes you can't do that though.
Then
You
I have not came across that situation just yet.
you have never killed a spider.
No, I've definitely killed spiders
Right.
before, but I'm saying in my house, like
You
currently,
didn't kill baby spiders before? Spider eggs?
I don't believe so. I don't know if
I
I've ever seen
definitely
a
had-
spider egg
come on,
before.
clean it
Fuck
up.
you.
When
Absolutely.
Suzanne see a spider, does she kill it?
She calls me, and I take care of it.
What do you do?
I usually get like a cup and a piece of paper, slide it underneath, put it in the cup, cover it, and then throw it outside.
I feel that. I've grabbed spiders and just.
I don't never touch the spider. Hell no.
No, I'm talking about a paper towel.
Oh.
You think I just take my bare
You-
hands?
that's the way you did it. I'm like, I don't know. That man-
Nah, you put the towel in
Superman.
and just grab it. Yeah, I ain't touching shit.
I thought about that because I be watching Survivor, and they just got chickens, and they killed the chicken.
What?
Like with their hands because they wanted to eat food.
oh,
And
it's
I'm like,
Survivor.
It's Survivor, right? If
Yeah.
I was there, I don't know if I wouldn't have the guts to be able to kill a chicken.
We just went to a pumpkin patch
That's
Sunday,
a whole nother level than like a bug.
and I was
Yeah.
telling Dana like, I love that I have Penny, but I also hate it because Ari's in line to go on a pony ride, and I'm looking at the ponies, and my heart is breaking because I'm like,
Yes,
these
yeah.
ponies is just sitting here riding or running or walking in a circle for the source of an entertainment, and I'm like,
fuck.
I knew this was happening, but it makes me more prominently think about it while I'm standing in line because I can see my dog and it's not an animal. It's
Yeah.
this is a living being who has feelings, emotions, and
That's how I
probably
feel when,
is bored as fuck
Yeah,
and tired.
in this whole life, that's what it knows.
Going to a zoo and the background is just like a painted jungle. This is like,
Yeah.
that shit not the same, man.
I wish I could just be a kid and just be naive. But I'm sitting in line like, hey, I got distracted because Ari was having a good time. But even when I had to pick her off for the thing, I was just petting the pony like, I'm so sorry.
I wish I could free you right now.
Like,
I wish I
But they
could-
probably assimilated so much that even if we let them free, they wouldn't know what to do. 'cause
they
this has been
wouldn't.
their whole
They
life.
wouldn't. They would just probably be like,
That's
where
like
you
that
going?
that one monkey that was like a pet for a long time, and they had to let it go, and then it got went to the wild. It was like, what the fuck do I do?
Yeah.
It wasn't even accepted by other monkeys
getting
because it was.
finessed.
They don't
It's
even got his
You
natural
done taught him how to
instinct.
share
Right,
and
doesn't have the
shit.
instinct.
He it's airman for himself in the jungle. He used to being domesticated. He like, oh, here, you can have my banana. They snatching his shit. Finessing
You
the hell out
just
of
set
him.
that monkey up.
When we went, we saw giraffes, we saw llamas, we saw armadillos, we
So
saw
you
kangaroos.
smelled all that shit.
Yeah, but it wasn't that bad. We had water buffaloes.
Yeah.
Oh, water buffalo.
I mean, you smell shit every time you go to the zoo. That's just
Yeah.
zoo. That's just zoo activities.
I smell shit every time I sit next to you. But it be KB. See, I got you. Yeah, it be KB stank booty.
Sometimes I got deodorant in that bag just in case. Before we
For
get
stank booty ass?
to, hey, it's the Mando all everywhere.
Christian, I love that boy. Christian, I love that.
You think I'm joking? It literally is the
I
whole
like-
body deodorant from Mando.
I like they stick deodorants. They nice.
It's cool, right?
They smell good too.
It smell fine.
I'm a big women's deodorant guy.
I would say thank you to our sponsor, DraftKings, fellas. You guys know all about DraftKings Pick 6 by now, where you can pick more or less on different player stats or upcoming games. Just pick 2 or more different players into your pick set and decide more or less on stats. You sit back, you watch the games and see if you made the right decisions. For the entirety of the season, the numbers on the board cast has a little leaderboard, a little competition to figure out who would be the best at the picks so far this season. Let's take a look at week 1, where Pierre is technically in the lead.
Am number 1.
Trae Young, let me down.
With a 2 for 2. He got
knew
the
he
boy
was letting you
because he
down,
went
though.
hard. And then y'all are in second place, Darrick and Mike at 2 of 3, and I am sitting at 1 of 3. I got a lot to catch up. So we put together our pick set for this upcoming slate. I'm going to start off with I picked more on Zach LaVine points at 21.5 versus the OKC Thunder. It's a tough matchup, I understand. But Zach LaVine been on a little burner.
Yeah,
So
you
I
getting
feel
like
good about
a
it.
you getting like a 9-point little comfort there because the averages are what 30, 31.
Yep.
So you know against that OKC defense they're gonna be tough, gritty, make it tough for him. But his shots should be up there. He's going to shoot threes. The more threes you shoot, the easier it is to get the more. So
Yeah, I'm just a little concerned OKC might turn that faucet off.
For sure.
they will.
It's always a thing.
They will.
That's what they
Always a
do.
thing. But I also
somebody
saw
always scores though.
Ben Mathurin had 36
Yes,
against
he
them.
did.
Somebody's got to put. They not about to hold them to 0 points. Somebody
Right.
got to score. And Zach LaVine, one thing we know for sure, he gonna shoot that ball.
But Ben
Definitely
that free
will.
throw line.
Yeah.
What is his
facts.
assist be at? Because I might have to take the less.
yeah, they don't put that on the board. It's
I might
like
have
at
to take the less
0.5.
on that.
Mike, you picked Tyrese Maxey 3.5 3-pointers more versus the Wizards.
Yeah, I'm taking that more. He has been on a complete burner. And for one, he's just going to put up the shot. So I know it's 4, but even that seems like a low for him.
And it seems like the Wizards is the team that he's probably gonna hit like 5 or 6 something. He's just gonna come out and go crazy.
So you're saying he gonna keep that 40 or the 38 point per game average, whatever the number is.
Here's 37 points.
37 points. Okay, I ain't mad at it. Next, we got Pierre. You're going to stay perfect with a Norman Powell more on 22.5 points versus the Hornets.
More. Hornets are trying to score points. Heat are going to score points. They got a new look Heat. I'm loving this team. This is going to probably be my must-watch game for the night. I can't even lie to you. So with the pace and the scoring and the 3-point attempts that'll be thrown all over the floor, I expect Norman Powell to be able to slide right in and do his due diligence. He's leading his group. I think they have 7 guys averaging double digits or more, but he leads that pack with about 24 points per game. So again, his points are a bit on the lower side, so I'll take that more.
Not mad at it.
I like that.
It's going to be a fast-paced Miami Heat game? Are you
Crazy.
kidding me?
They
Man,
finally
it's
got,
Alabama.
It's like
finally got the
contradicting
personnel to
itself.
do it.
I'm hoping it
Yeah.
stays this way.
Lastly, Darrick, you put more on Jalen Brunson's points at 25.5
Smart man.
versus the Bucks.
Come on now, that boy JB go crazy, and then you going against the Bucks. You know, this a little conference rivalry right here. So I think we're gonna get some big performances from JB.
Bron. Not Bron, but Bron.
Brunson burner.
Brunson Burner is tough. I'm not
Right?
going
That's
to
a
lie.
good one, right? No, even with him playing.
What about Action Brunson?
I like
That's
Brunson
cool.
Burner better.
Action Bronson is cool. It feels some of force. But Action Bronson is a fan of the team, though, too. So it's like, I guess it's out there. Even with him playing a little bit more off the ball, he's still getting them shots up. He's still scoring a ton. And the Bucks have been somewhat impressive, but you know that, what you used to say, if you were a point guard going against the Bucks, you're going to have a good night. I remember you said that all last season.
Yes.
And maybe that's the case. So
Hopefully they maybe they could get into change.
Are you
their
still a
identity.
Bucks fan? Remember he had a Bucks jersey?
He did.
Y'all bought me the Bucks jersey.
we went to a game. We were courtside together.
Yeah,
Yes.
you ain't got to no game yet.
I have not, but I hope to. I hope to get to one.
Even with Dame not there, you
They
hope to get-
waived your boy.
You
They
might,
did.
Yeah, you might have turned to a Bucks hater based on that alone.
It's hard to hate Giannis.
That's true.
Easy to hate.
Well, maybe he's
Wemby.
not going to be there.
Oh,
Easy to
he might drive down the street.
Hard to hate.
He might drive down the street. man.
He will not. Hard to hate Wemby. I mean, hard to hate Giannis. Easy to hate Wemby. That's your mentality.
All
Love
right,
me
when
some
we
Wemby.
come back, we'll talk about the Atlanta Hawks not being as good as we anticipated. For those who haven't checked out DraftKings Pick 6 yet, there's an exclusive offer waiting for you. Right now, new DraftKings customers can play $5 and get $50 in bonus picks. All you need to do is download the Pick 6 app and use promo code ENJOY when you sign up. Pick 6 is available in most states, including Texas, California, and Missouri. So don't be afraid to get in on the action. ride the upside with pick 6. I think we all bought stock in the Atlanta Hawks. I think we all went over on their over-under in that podcast.
I know I did.
And so far, it hasn't looked good at all. Now, partially.
So far, you remind me of the Boston guys saying, no ma.
So far, we've had, Jalen Johnson missed some time. Rishase missed some time. So maybe there's a little bit there, dealing with injuries, at least like game 2 or game 3. But they just had a nearly fully healthy lineup against the Chicago Bulls, who might be the best team in the league, and lost that game. And that's a win. That should be a win against a Bulls team.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of the just struggles on the offensive end. We've been talking a lot about Dyson Daniels, but I've been just concerned with the three-point shooting in general. Coming into this season, I knew that they were going to need a lot from Trae Young, just percentage-wise. Like, he can't be as inefficient as he is right now. And I'm not expecting the best efficiency. You don't got to be 50, 40, 90. But his team is going to probably be in a lot of close games with the talent they got, and they're going to need somebody to deliver down the stretch.
I mean, late in this game, they gave a big offensive rebound to Josh Giddey. That was one of the swinging points in this game. If you can't close out possessions, and that's gonna be that might actually be one of their weak points. I think Porzingis he's okay, but I don't think he's gonna be like that rebounder that you really want from your center position. Because like last night, he only gave you 2 boards. That's gonna be kind of hard for you to make up that ground if your starting center is only going to get you 2 rebounds some nights. So if they can't find a way to alleviate that, then it's going to be a long season. But I will say, with a Trae Young-led team, it can click. And then offensively, they could just be on fire. And they could figure it out. And that's probably what they're going to have to lay their head on is them being like a top 5 offense and just like lighting teams up.
Yeah, it's been tough. It's been underwhelming. I look at Dyson Daniels a lot for the offense not being able to click. He's a guy that they need to figure out a role for. He has to figure it out himself. And at this point in his career, coming off that contract and coming off the year he had last year, where a lot of us wanted to see him build on that, it's a little disappointing to see the start of the season he's having offensively.
He had 2 points last night.
Yeah, missed a big-time layup.
Yeah.
Their teams are not trusting the shot. It doesn't seem like he's trusting the shot. And because of that, it's hard for you to be a playmaker. And that was one of the pluses he had in his game coming into the league, is having that size, being able to be a switchable defender, and also being able to create as a secondary ball handler. But if you're not aggressive offensively and people don't fear you to be a scorer, it's very hard to leverage your scoring into playmaking.
That playmaker damn near go out the window when you don't want to score.
Yeah. We saw it early with Lonzo.
Why would I go help and leave a guy open when I know you don't want to pass or you don't want to score the ball?
Back in the day when we used to do the Rudy Gobert arguments, the one that me and Mike got into on the old set, I remember that. One point that nobody has ever brought to me that is a really good point that's anti-Rudy Gobert, in this case anti-Dyson Daniels as being like elite level players, is if the offense is that bad, that all of the things you're doing on defense matter, but they matter a lot less.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be a plus, let's say 6 defender on offense, but also be a -4 or +6 defender on defense and -4 on offense, then you're only a net +2. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's the case for Dyson Daniels, who like last night when we watched that game, Dyson Daniels had his moments. He had a reach around steal against Kevin Huerter. He had a couple passing lanes opportunity. But on the offensive end, the Bulls literally did not care whether he had the ball or off the ball. So how valuable is his time on the court? If it's going to be spot steal, spot extra possessions, but in those extra possessions, we can't score because I'm on the court.
The other part, too, is he's a guard. A lot of the times, the centers who are dominant defensively.
Screen assists.
Yeah.
The screen assists and everything.
And
but
rebound.
The value of them defensively, it anchors it. So even if the perimeter, it's hard for his value to make their defense shift.
He can only guard one, while as a center, you guard an area in that.
Yes.
And also, I think, unfortunately for him, if he continues to struggle this way, Nickeil Alexander's right there. He's shooting the ball really well, and he can also defend
They 25. They 25 million a year.
Yeah,
they won't do it in year 1 of the new.
They won't do it in year 1, but
I do.
Nickeil could definitely end up taking some.
I can see Nickeil doing a little bit more offensively too. Like,
oh yeah, he's definitely way better shooter.
They got to get him the shots he was hitting yesterday. The corner looks.
Yeah, that's the Raptors wanted in that first game, right? Where they were like, get the ball out of Trae Young hands, let Nickeil Alexander-Walker be the creator, and they did, and he was ass for like the first couple games of the season. He's starting to play better now.
Yeah.
But on top of that, it's hard to win ball games when your number one offensive player can't score. And I feel like that's where we're at right now with Trae Young. He's averaging 20. He's getting to the foul line like crazy, which that's part of scoring. So I don't want to say he can't score, but as far as his shooting the ball wise, Trae Young has continuously just got worse in small sample size for the season, but the efficiency numbers have just plummeted. And it's really tough to watch because he is such a small guy. Mm-hmm. That it's amazing that he's able to shoot 9 free throws a game, but he has to be able to hit his shots because at this moment in time, teams like the Bulls weren't fighting over a ton of screens last night.
It's the open ones that really hurt.
Yeah.
Like the tough ones, again, he's a small guy that's probably not going to shoot efficient on most nights. But it's the open ones. It's like, if we need a guy that's really going to give us points, it's got to be our starting guy or like our star guy.
The Bulls are more concerned about Porzingis on the pop than Trae Young as the ball handler. And you don't want that. Like, you want the Porzingis thing to be the cherry on top. You don't want it to be the thing that teams are trying to take away. If teams feel comfortable with your star player taking open threes, that's just not a good thing. Yeah. You can't have a really good offense if that's the case.
The entire team is built around Trae Young, putting pressure on the opposing teams. And I just think his ability to make everything easier for everybody is also the ability to make everything tougher. And when he is not a threat to the opposing teams, and you already have a Dyson Daniels who ain't a threat at all, you have lineups where Okongwu is out there who can knock down a shot. And he made a big-time three against y'all. But still, the Bulls giving him that shot is what's going to happen with a lot of teams. And I think it hurts a guy like Jalen Johnson, who you want to see have driving avenues to be able to put pressure on defenses to collapse and drive and kick and take advantage of mismatches. And the more and more we've gone into the season, the less respect a lot of the surrounding players are having. And even a night like last night where I felt like Jalen Johnson played well against y'all, he worked a lot more than I think you want to see him work in a half court to get some of those finishes. Asa Newell has had some flashes. So
yeah, a little double-double off the bench last game and a couple threes. That's impressive. But yeah, I mean,
another team that's not communicating as well, their transition defense can be horrific because they legitimately do not talk. And it does not help when Trae Young is your first line of defense back or last line. He's the top of the key guy most of the time in the offense. So when a possession is ended, he is the one that's getting back to anchor you in transition defense. And, he's a guy I think that teams are going after if they see him as the back help.
If they end up trading Trae Young, would they also just pivot completely and get rid of Quinn Snyder too? Or do y'all think they give him another more time with a completely different roster and see what it looks like?
I think even the first part of that is a question. Like, Trae Young, obviously valuable asset even with him not scoring well. But if you're a team trading for him, you have to consider him as a player, but also the money that he's going to potentially want. And right now, he probably wants like a full max. He's not playing as that. So do you want to be the team to have to make the decision? I know I probably wouldn't want to be that team.
What team? Yeah, that was my next question.
Yeah, because even if you look around the landscape, it's kind of hard to see a team that needs a point guard.
It's like Fred VanVleet's contract plus.
Yeah.
Would you trade Jalen Suggs for him?
No, we just gave up 140 to the 76ers.
Or like Phoenix.
Fuck no.
They
could use a point guard, but
you gotta remember what contract Trae Young is currently on. So it's tough to get
you would have to trade Jalen Green.
Yeah, just flip him one more time. him and Mark Wood. No, it's just.
If you're looking for like an upgrade at the point, see, I want to say Darius Garland could also be in those conversations. Like if the Cavs decide to move on for these teams that kind of need a point guard, but health has just been a concern for him.
I think I would rather just keep Darius Garland.
He's not saying,
but it's just a money difference.
He's
talking about moving. Okay, I thought you were saying they could get in a conversation.
Because if Trae Young's gonna make this amount of money, and I feel like I could do it with Darius Garland making this amount, then some teams are gonna look at Darius Garland's way.
For sure, definitely, 100%.
How could the Mavericks get a point guard?
How can they get a point guard?
Trying to look at
contractually, who are they paying?
They actually are paying everybody like 15 to 20. So it would be kind of easy to put up a max spot.
Anthony Simons potentially could be their point guard.
They could have got him 100 years ago.
For who?
Oh, I don't know who they would, but I'm just thinking of guys who may be available.
No, I'm talking about the Trae Youngs, Darius Garland. I'm not talking about no damn Anthony Simons to be the. Nah, fuck no.
Oh.
The point guard for the Mavericks, I'm cool.
I don't hate the Trae Young fit with Anthony Davis, though.
Oh, no. Say that. I think anybody who can create and throw lobs and be as dynamic as Trae Young can be would be a
We've been
great fit.
very reactionary though. They about to rattle off 7.
This
the first week of the season. That's really what it's about.
this is the time to do
Yeah.
it because after this we won't be able to do that. So I'm all for it. Hell yeah.
The Hawks could easily go on a win streak right now and all this
Absolutely.
is put to bed.
Nothing that has happened is like
Set in
concrete.
stone, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
we
why
just got to speak about what we see right now.
I'm just ready. I'm thirsty to overreact.
At least with all the shit that's going on, Jalen Johnson is still a big bright spot. Like he still looks really good.
He does.
So
He does.
Bro, one of my favorite.
You wanted to push back what he said?
No,
Why
He just-
why
he
y'all
just-
home when y'all could, it's a podcast.
He
Get
just-
off y'all chest.
he's been good. I don't know. Maybe I've set unrealistic expectations coming into the season.
Wait, for
maybe
who?
that's Jalen Johnson.
Oh, okay.
He's been good.
well, wait, what was your expectation?
Him to be great. Not Giannis great, but
No,
all-star
I feel
great.
you.
Oh,
I could
I think part of
get
that-
hit with that. I felt
thought
that way
he-
about
I thought
the
he-
whole fucking team. To be
I
honest,
thought he was coming in.
Yeah.
I thought the way he's playing pretty decent, especially someone who missed.
I said
like,
all-star though. If all-star
all
game
the
was
whole
today,
year
he
last
wasn't
year.
going to
He
be
kind
an
of just
all-star.
getting into the swing of things. I thought he hit the ground kind of running.
I'm with you.
Like if he came out to a slow start, you could have been like, "Hey, he's coming off an injury." But no, he came in running.
He's good.
Mhm. One of my things that's been like really fun to watch is the Blazers defense. They had a small ball lineup. I think it was Drew Holiday. They had Denny, Tumani Kamara, Jeremy Grant, and I think they rolled out like Chris Murray or something. Like that could be a different amount of wings, but they were giving people fits and just getting into their offense because a lot of these teams, I think it was games even like the Warriors where they're trying to get into their stuff and the Blazers are just denying that.
Yeah.
So they're slowing down people's offenses, and their offense really isn't caught up yet. They're still trying to figure out that end, but they're giving themselves a chance to win every night just by just basically competing on that side of the
12
ball.
steals a game, man.
Yeah.
12 steals
In the Clippers
a game.
game, in the second quarter, there was a stretch where the Blazers were up 11 while shooting 38% from the field, and the Clippers were shooting almost 50% from
They
the
turn
field,
them over.
just from getting turnovers. And I'm like, that's just not something you see.
Shaden Sharp wanted that off the glass from Drew Holiday.
He did.
Oh yes, last night. Hey, that was crazy. I was
It was
He
set
said
up
no.
so
yes,
perfect.
it was set up so perfect.
He said, "Nah, I ain't getting your field goal percentage up."
Yeah,
gotta
you
do that
got to
yourself.
work, young.
You got to hit a shot. I didn't watch their game last night. Did Klingon look good offensively? Because the first couple games, I was a little disappointed.
I thought he had a
No,
pretty
that
good
stood out
game
to me.
offensively.
Did he shoot at the basket? I guess is my question. Because he's been standing around the perimeter the first 3 games of the season
Right, 'cause
that I watched.
Yeah, he was
I see
around the
he was
It's all right.
8 of 12,
He was around
but I
the
just didn't know where the shots came from.
I'm happy that Blake Wesley has broken into a rotational play out there. That
He-
boy has
he be
really
trying
found
to
his
get-
role.
yeah, he be trying to get a little
And he
freaky
be
out
picking
there.
up full court and stuff. He done bought into that Portland culture. He nice little gritty guard coming off the bench.
Thiago Splitter got them going, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I like it. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Blake Wesley.
They just want to play basketball. They don't want all that outside noise.
It's a lot of outside noise over there too. If Chauncey is cool and they let him come back to hoop, could this little Thiago Splitter be the Luke Walton? Luke Walton was the assistant coach while Steve Kerr had the back injury.
No, that's not the
and then
same.
he got a real job the next year. Could
Oh,
Thiago
okay,
Splitter
so
have
the
a real
real
job?
job.
Damn,
next
in
season?
2 games?
I don't know. I'm just talking.
Is this
That Luke Walton.
I mean, it
one
might
was
take a
so
while before
crazy.
Billups can come back.
You're
So it might
absolutely
be
right.
30 games
You're right.
or 82 games. Who knows?
Is there a word where Chauncey also just lost the voice in the locker room? Like, can he no longer be the voice in the locker room after that
Well,
serious of a situation?
the brotherhood of the NBA, he's probably fine within the locker room. You saw what Damian Lillard did with it, So they probably the players on the locker room may not care as much as we do.
You better
at
not
home.
fucking joke.
That boy Dame didn't play, boy.
You was on the side with that one?
I thought that shit was funny.
What Kevin
Kevin
Love did?
Love,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I laughed at what Kevin Love did.
Kevin
Whatever.
Love just a jokester, huh?
Yeah,
Well, no, anytime there's some controversy in the NBA, that boy K Love gonna get his meme off.
he definitely
He's
gonna
just
get
a
me.
joke.
He's a jokester.
No, I love it. I love that shit.
He ain't really playing basketball nowadays.
Yeah, so
What else he got to lose? He don't even want to be in Utah.
maybe he do because they hooping right now. Overtime win last night against the Suns. Larry Markin 51 points, 14 rebounds, 3 assists, 17 from the foul line, which is pretty amazing.
Let the good times roll. Let the 50-pointers roll.
It's a lot of them, man.
I know there's gonna wait. How I go?
Which
I
one?
know there's gonna be good time. I don't think that's.
And
how
I'm
it
it's like a stroller.
goes. I'm super happy for
That
Larry
boy was
Markin to
tired
come
out
back.
there
man.
too. They had called timeout. He had like 44 at the time. He walked to that bench. He like,
It
he
feel
gassed.
it
I'm
feel
like,
good to see him doing stuff again. Last year, it felt like he didn't took the year off.
I already miss Dylan Brooks on the Suns. His presence wasn't out there. I don't think Laurie got 50 if Dylan Brooks out there.
He might be out of the game by second quarter if Dylan Brooks out there.
You thought you were getting 50 against us? Oh, say less.
Here's the elbow to the jaw.
Y'all saw Draymond. What are y'all thoughts on the Memphis Grizzlies?
I like Cedric Howard.
Me too. I love him.
That's my thoughts. I think
Jaren Jackson?
Jacqueline
Dale's been
let
pretty
it go.
good. He's been pretty good.
honestly,
Why he should let it go?
It's that time. Everybody got their time. Well, not everybody. Majority of people get their time.
I didn't have high expectations for the thing. So seeing them struggle at the beginning, it's kind of like,
What were your expectations when you say they weren't high? Because I don't think anybody up here had them
I
as a
kind of had
championship
them as
team.
being like a 10th or 11th seed.
Oh, okay.
I thought losing Desmond Bain was such a
So this
big,
right on par.
Yeah, I thought losing Desmond Bain was such a big loss and replacing him with KCP wasn't going to be the right fit.
Okay.
Do you think
KCP.
I almost did.
KCP?
I don't know.
maybe I haven't watched them as close. Maybe y'all haven't answered this question. Do you think that they're? I mean, I guess the obvious answer is yes. But do you think they're really missing Desmond Bain through the first week?
Yeah.
They're missing a lot.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's hard to answer because they're missing a lot.
Right, because they're also missing the other guards. So like if Ty Jerome is there and Scottie Pippen is there,
Zach Edey is there.
Yeah.
Brandon
So-
Clark
yeah.
is there.
Because that's where it feels like they're missing is some of the offensive creation. Like
they're missing
seen
Jaren Jackson's presence as well. I like Jaren Jackson.
he looked so good in that first game too.
I just don't
like the
even
number
know
8?
where he's at right now.
no, I don't like.
I don't like the
It
number
actually
8.
threw me for a loop because I forgot that he changed his number.
To number 8.
Yeah, until I watched the first game, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna
But
watch him.
no, I think
preseason.
part of the problems is missing those guards because they need somebody else that like can be just productive with the ball in their hands. I seen a time yesterday where Ja got mad because they didn't swing him the ball and they just ended up throwing up some bullshit. It's like I might as well create something if we gonna have that shot. So I could see that.
Who was playing? Cam Spencer?
It's like
You saw
Cam.
the Spencer on Spencer thing.
Yep.
I woke up this morning.
I don't think Cam Spencer played till like the last few minutes, like garbage time.
I think he hit a 3 though. He came in.
He
Though.
had 11 points last night. Don't say that.
Yeah.
Javon.
I think that's probably the answer, the right answer. That because of the history of your team, that you probably shouldn't have traded Desmond Bain because you knew that you was gonna have 8 injuries coming to the season because you're the Memphis
That's
Grizzlies.
true.
Yeah.
You knew you was
But
already
that's
gonna
more
lack depth.
reason to trade him because now
We got
we're not
4
going to be
first
that
round picks.
good.
Oh,
We
okay.
got our picks. And it's probably the right on
They
the
do
wall.
have their own pick this year. Which is
Some of
like-
you motherfuckers might get traded.
Was that a flagrant on Draymond?
He said, shut up.
They didn't
Shut
call
up.
it, right?
No, they called it a flagrant.
You
Oh,
see
they
that
did?
part?
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah, I saw that. I was watching it
Yeah.
live. But I was like,
Jaren Jackson's supposed to be like, will you shut up?
but I was like, all he did was wrap him up. And Santi was like grabbing his neck and shit, looking like he was on him. Maybe
It did look bad on the replay, but you also seen Draymond like as he was falling, he was
Like,
trying to
holding
catch
him.
That's
him. He
the
was trying.
Draymond way.
Yeah, he was trying to catch him to
Do
protect
something
him.
crazy, then try to cover it up.
But did
see,
you see?
see?
But did you see Steph?
He was grabbing my foot.
Steph was trailing the play.
That was you on that bug.
Steph was trailing the play, and it shows in slow motion as Draymond's doing it. Steph is just like, oh shit, here we go again. Like we got to go through this bullshit.
Zion didn't play against the Celtics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they lost by a gazillion points. Jeremiah Fear started that game though.
He did.
That was fun.
His toughest game
Yeah,
of his
he
short
started off like
career.
1 of 6. I don't know what he finished, but it
1
was
of 10, 1 of
oh,
11.
Damn. I'm gonna do one Tankathon's lottery sim. Let's see who wins the first overall pick. First overall pick, Brooklyn Nets got it.
Hey,
Second overall pick, the Grizzlies, because the Grizzlies have the Suns pick. The Grizzlies, what the hell? The Grizzlies don't have their own pick. If it's out of the lottery, it goes to the Hornets. But they got the Magic pick if the Magic are in the lottery, obviously, from the Bane trade. And they also got the Suns pick. So the Grizzlies might mess around and be all right.
full of Brooklyn Nets.
What pick y'all,
Full
what
first
pick y'all
round.
was it?
Last pick, 30th pick, baby, because we undefeated. You feel me?
it doesn't do it. So it actually has us getting the last pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you have the best record, you have the last pick.
No, yeah, I know, but I thought there would be some sort of like projections in there.
Oh, no. It's just based on today. Based on
Oh.
today. I do want to talk about one team that I was really excited about after their first game. It was like, oh, yeah. And then since then, they've been
The Raptors?
the Raptors.
Talk to me about the Raptors.
The Raptors had their first game of the season. They're picking up 94. They're running in transition. And now we more found out that that's the Atlanta Hawks more than it was the Toronto Raptors. They
Yeah.
lost a few different games, one to Wemby, I forget their game before
They
that.
lost to Giannis.
They lost to Giannis.
And it just has not looked good. I think we all knew that their half-court offense was going to be suspect. We didn't really know what to expect. It's even more nasty than I anticipated. Again, going off that first game, we felt really optimistic about everything. They have not been able to guard the perimeter or guard the paint. Jakob Poeltl looks slow coming off his injuries.
They didn't want to touch the paint against the Spurs.
Rightfully so.
I mean,
I understand that.
CMB did. CMB went right into
they let him be
chest.
the Julius Randle. He was playing in the post and everything.
Yeah, I'm giving them a little bit of the benefit of the doubt because I did feel like they matchups. They kind of showed the worst versions of like the Raptors. Like the one where with Wemby, they got a 7'5" dude down there that's blocking everything. Like it's gonna be times like that.
Well,
and then
the counter to that is like, when will they have the game there?
Yeah, like you can't use that as an excuse. Like, they went against Giannis and Wemby.
They lost against the Mavericks.
They lost to Giannis was insane that game.
No,
unfortunate.
He just said they lost to the Mavericks.
Like, you lost to the best player, one of the best players in the world, two of the best players in the world, in Wemby and Giannis. But then you lose to the Mavericks, which at that point in time had not won a game, had been struggling. Tomorrow they got the Rockets. Are we gonna say, well, they win against Kevin Durant if they lose?
Yeah,
we can't just say that every time they lose to a star.
Yeah, I think it's just
and also D'Lo torched their ass.
They just have a lot to go. They have a lot going on, and again, I wasn't expecting them to be like fluid as an offensive team straight out the gate. Adding Brandon Ingram in, and then also Scotty missing the time he does, and he's coming back. Emmanuel quickly. Like these guys still haven't played a lot of minutes together collectively.
Do you think Brandon Ingram is distracted? No. I'm joking. Do not answer that. Please don't answer that.
Shout out Glow.
Quickly has been trash. He had an okay game last night.
He's been what?
Trash.
Okay.
Leading up to that.
I just like when you say shit with your chest. I'm not always objecting or disagreeing.
He's been trash.
Well, he's also one of them people that aren't naturally a point guard who's just being forced to play.
But I don't even think he is forced to play point guard anymore. I feel like Brandon Ingram's more of the initiator in the half court than.
I kind of feel like it's a little bit between Scotty and Brandon Ingram.
I think he's playing more of ball now than he did last season. I don't have the numbers to prove that, but as a watcher of their games,
I mean, he had one game where he had like 8 assists, and I think that was the game against the Bucks.
Yeah, I'm just not really.
Quickly is in that like Kobe White range for you, where it's like, I see what you mean. Yeah.
And he's making $32 million.
Yeah.
He's pretty much Kobe White.
I don't know. I like Kobe White.
I like Kobe White more.
I like Kobe White more as well.
I actually miss watching Kobe White play.
Yeah.
What if he come back, y'all start losing?
Shout out Kobe White.
So you would pass up a 60-win season.
60 wins is crazy.
Y'all on pace.
Y'all on pace.
They on pace.
Opposing teams are shooting 24% from 3 against us so far this year.
Hey, you stopped at 3.
Yeah, because it's Anthony Black shooting. That's why we got it. Such a good
Trae Young shooting that. No, y'all did good against that. Y'all did good against
somebody else
Desmond
went through a
Bane,
stretch like that last year where teams were shooting that bad against them.
We had that was the Lakers.
Yeah, they were on a win streak. Yeah, we was like,
that's not
y'all
teams shooting less than
teams are just
30%
shooting
against.
bad. Yeah. Because y'all was also giving up open looks.
I mean, that's kind of how it was in that Kings game. The Kings just took nothing but jumpers. They kind of bailed this out. And we ended up pulling that one out.
I remember they was pissed. DeMar DeRozan was pissed.
Cut it from the fouls.
And it's like, you take 7 mid-ranges per possession.
Yeah, and y'all I believe they're the only team in the NBA that averages less than 20 free throws.
Yeah, and that's not because people hate Sacramento.
Right.
That's you playing the basketball.
Yeah.
I see Zach LaVine hit a 3. Next possession, he didn't even think about passing that ball. He pulled that shit up so quick.
And transition, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
They offense don't fit heavy free throw shooting.
Unless it's DeMar with his 7 pump fakes, he gonna get you one at a time.
I bet you Sacramento probably go crazy in 2K. He got Zach LaVine and DeMar just going.
They don't
on.
update their badges and shit. I
feel like DeMar DeRozan is the worst version of 2K players.
Why? He is a little
because he doesn't shoot threes. Like if I was playing with the Kings, I would struggle with.
He could dunk.
They still got him dunking.
Do they really?
Yeah, he could dunk, and his form is pretty. And his three is never 45.
Like
it's makeable.
Like
yeah, especially in the corner, he be yeah.
Have we talked about the 76ers? I'm getting our linear episode.
We have not. Let's talk about the 76ers.
Undefeated teams left.
Quinn Grimes
has been on the heater. Kelly Oubre has been great. VJ Edgecombe's been great. Everybody right now is playing really good ball. Even Jabari Walker has been given some really good minutes.
I was really digging the Dominic Barlow in the starting lineup before he got hurt.
Yeah. So nobody expected him to be this, let's say, interesting.
Nobody expected them to be they've had the best backcourt in the league so far. Like they've been that dynamic and that fun to watch, and they play so well off each other.
Let's see when they see Josh Giddey and Trae Young.
Ideal start, man. If they're able to be like this while guys, are trying to get back from injury, they're gonna be nice, man. They're gonna be nice. This is ideal.
Yeah.
And then the fact that VJ's shot is falling this early is pretty damn exciting, man. Because when you talk about he can get it off the bounce too, and he's so damn athletic at going to the rim, like. You got to respect that shot, and that just opens up so much for him. And he got a little bag.
Absolutely.
He got a little bag to him, too.
I rock with getting off the bounce.
A lot of mid-range pull-ups for him.
No, yeah, I love that part of his game, too.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
If he can hit those on a consistent basis and, like, continue to get to the basket and make the defensive plays, whether it's steals and blocks, and I'm like very excited for the future of Philadelphia.
I might get that block posted up in my house if I'm VJ.
That was a good one.
No, yeah, the one on Apollo? Yeah, that was nice.
Well,
that
you
was
know what's
real
crazy?
nice.
I feel like he's giving us like one of those a game, though. So he may just want to save it for when he get the best one.
I'm just fucking mad that I didn't think about VJ Max.
VJ Max, yeah.
I wanted to be the creator of
You got to think of something else. You can come up with something else.
I can, but that's pretty dope.
They do it so quick.
So quick.
They do it so quick. It'd be hard. You don't even be thinking
They
about
probably
it.
thought about that in the offseason once he got drafted.
Yeah,
They be waiting on
immediately pen to paper. We need something.
Like Stacey King always come up with them.
Stacey King was talking about Red Velvet yesterday.
Yeah, he wasn't feeling it though.
I know. He said it though.
Yeah,
He did say it.
but he was like, that's not hidden for him. He do not like the Red Velvet nickname.
Yeah.
And I love Red Velvet.
What does the same? I haven't been able to eat it for 5 years though, unfortunately.
Oh, I just got another bunk cake. Red Velvet is waiting for me.
What does this mean for the 76ers? Do y'all look at them differently as a team, or are we just appreciating the games they've had so far? Because Embiid will be back eventually, and then Paul George. I don't know his time.
I kind of have to do a little bit of both. Like I'm viewing them as like, boom, they have a backcourt for the future. If this Paul George, Joel Embiid shit don't ever pan out to be anything, and they can quickly pivot and go into VJ Max era, like that could be their next move. And I think it should be light at the end of the tunnel if everything don't work out.
Mm-hmm. I think
it's interesting.
I was about to say, it feels like it's a little bit unfair to put like super, super high expectations on this team and not expect so much out of them. When, just a few weeks ago, we didn't know what the hell they was going to be on.
Mm-hmm.
And to now see, obviously, you got to love the what you're getting from the backcourt. But again, if Joel Embiid, I'm still expecting him to be on some type of restrictions, whether it's back-to-backs and all that type of stuff. Paul George, I'm not expecting him to just come back and then look like an all-star, all-NBA player. I think there's still a lot of runway for this team, and you can get excited, but it's hard and unfair to put just super expectation on the team from there.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It is. You got to just, I guess, enjoy it for the moment because a couple of things. Number one, Tyrese Maxey's probably not going to average 37 points per game. VJ Edgecombe is a rookie. It is exciting to see him do his thing, but you have to brace yourself for, the rookie stuff coming. Sure. And so because it's kind of like the conversation me and you had. You felt like the VJ Edgecombe thing could be a Band-Aid for the Joel Embiid situation or whatnot. I honestly don't. I think it can help. It definitely will help.
Yeah.
But I just think that the big cloud of Joel Embiid, the expectation, all of the opportunities that they've had to get over that hump, and that offseason of getting Paul George felt so good for them.
Yeah.
And it hasn't materialized into shit that I just don't know if the one draft pick is going to come in and just heal all of that.
I guess it also depends on how good that draft pick is. Like if VJ is playing like the top 3 pick that he was, then I think it does help fix all that.
I just think that that's so far down the line to speak on that. I mean, these moments right now, again, they're going to temporarily distract you. But again, when a rookie wall comes, what are you doing now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When Tyrese Maxey ain't dropping 40 and 38, you're going to continue to think about where's Joel Embiid?
Yeah, but I think you also just like, we understand that they have to understand that VJ has to develop. And that what you're seeing right now is fun, you enjoy it, but like you see what it can be when it's all clicking. And so once it's all clicking,
I'm with you, and I understand
that. Dynamic backcourt.
But you still
But then you have to hit on those
Paul
other draft
George.
picks. Yeah.
Joel Embiid was an MVP not that long ago.
Paul George,
Yeah, and also Paul George's contract really ain't tradable.
And every time these motherfuckers hoop, every time Tyrese Maxey go crazy, I think people going to kind of can't help but think like, damn. You know, and that's just we're talking hypothetically because Joel Embiid has been on this minutes restriction. Maybe he can work his way into getting back to what we need, to what they need, and you get a full healthy 76ers team while this backcourt.
Well, that's not even while Jared McCain is back too.
Yeah.
So he was one of they brought his spots last year, and then he just went down. So
I like what Quentin Grimes is giving him, but then I remember Quentin Grimes is on like a 1 year, so he's gonna be out next year. Quentin Grimes is gonna be like, fuck this.
Was it officially a qualifying offer? Did he just take that and hit unrestricted?
I believe it was the qualifying offer.
You said he would look good on the Bulls. Guess what the Bulls got next offseason?
Some bread.
I'm sorry, it's too much Bulls talk, but I mean they're good. So.
Do it while you can.
Yeah. A month from now, we're not gonna mention it at all, so we'll take what we could get. I'm trying to think.
Shit.
What's up?
I was trying to look at the length of Joel Embiid's contract.
Oh.
2028, 2029.
Yeah, he just signed it last offseason. He got a lot of time left.
He gets $58 million next year, 62 the next, and then 67 the next.
Damn.
Shout out to him.
You know, Obi Toppin hamstring to miss a month.
A month?
The hamstrings are adding up.
Pacers are going through it.
We see it in football too. A lot of people getting them hammy injuries, bro.
Hey, blessing in disguise. I said that it makes more sense for the Pacers to not be good this season than to be competent.
I remember when we was at my daughter's birthday party, you was like, did you see the Pacers injury report? And then you showed me, and I was like, damn.
There was like 9 names on it.
I think one of my favorite games, and again, it's been like a few days, a week, but the Pacers Thunder game where they were literally just going back and forth. And again, I thought the Pacers was going to kind of just probably be like they were shorthanded, so I didn't think it was going to be that close of a game. But for them to be fighting back, and then Matherin eventually got hurt, and Pascal going back and forth, they've been showing a lot of resiliency with their injuries.
Yeah.
Last night, Jamal Murray torched the Timberwolves.
Absolutely.
And I was watching, and I'm like, man, it was another one of them games where I feel bad for
Jaden McDaniels because he got to fight over them damn screens and he ain't got no help.
He got no help, and this dude is just left writing over the screens.
Left righting.
He's just literally just constantly
that's
probing
how
around
Luka
the screens.
get 49, and you have Jamal Murray end up with 43 points, something like that. Like,
And
Jaden
Jaden McDaniels has no help. He literally has to sit here with these really good screen setters and fight over a Valanciunas or Jokic or Aaron Gordon screen, and no one's helping him. And he just has to constantly fight over it. And I'm just like, damn, y'all not going to do nothing to it. Like, he already got to guard the other team's best perimeter.
he playing that wish defense.
They say earn your money.
But, like, holy shit.
I wish he missed.
I wish he missed defense.
I'm seeing him,
That's the worst defense you can-
chasing Jamal Murray, just trying to catch up. And I'm just like, bro, that's just not annoying.
So the Pacers going down, you think the Celtics following their lead soon?
Have to. I think even if they keep playing their normal lineup, they're just not going to be good enough. They're not going to be bottom 5, but they don't look like a playoff team.
No, that interior presence just ain't there.
Non-existent.
I think it's tough to put, like, we're seeing the transition of, like, a lot of people's like Darrick White All-Star, and yeah, it sounded good, but it's a big difference being a focal point on that scouting report and having to create some things for yourself on a more consistent basis than the previous roles
Having
he
Jason
played
Tatum
in.
to alleviate some of that pressure.
Yeah.
Going from the third best defender to now you got the best defender on the team.
I'm trying to see
a
if I
lot
can
different.
find these stats, but they were running a lineup the other day that had no Jaylen Brown and no Darrick White on the court.
It was like Anthony Simons.
Was
and
Baylor
Peyton
Scheinman on
Pritchard
the
as
court?
guards.
This shit was awful. That's all you need to
Hugo
know.
Gonzalez probably was playing. He be playing a lot for them.
He actually got close to it. He got a DMP in the first half yesterday, and I'm like, what the hell is that about? Because he started the game before, and he looked pretty decent. Jaylen Brown, Darrick White. Let me just make sure. Oh, my goodness. Small sample size. That lineup turning the fuck up without them on the court.
Without them on the court.
25 minutes, so the smallest sample size you could really get. Net rating of a 20.
Damn.
Positive 20. Jaylen Brown by himself, minus 30. Darrick White by himself, plus 21.
So you got to build around Darrick White.
Yeah, I guess so. At least Darrick White will pass the damn ball. Are you tuning in to Jaylen Brown's stream tonight? Should we co-stream his stream?
Why not?
I might.
Hashtag why not? Russ voice.
What is he doing on stream again?
He's getting his hair cut to prove that his hairline is real.
Oh.
I love
We
that
should
we
have
just have
Derrick
this
do
The
now.
that.
internet is crazy,
We
bro.
should have had Derrick.
That's
Imagine
just funny that they bullied him into getting his hair cut on stream.
Imagine Carlos Boozer went live. It's like, this is how I get my shit done.
A lot of Beijing.
I bet he'd get a bunch of subs.
Yeah, I bet he would.
I feel Jaylen Brown too though, because it's like if that wasn't like, it's like y'all got me fucked up. If your hairline is good and somebody's saying it ain't,
Fair.
like you got
Yeah.
me fucked up.
It's like that's one thing you got.
Yeah.
You know, there's one thing I got. You better respect it. Damn it.
I mean,
said
but
my
he did
shit's-
leave that black mark on dude. I forgot who he left it
That was
on.
OG, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then somebody when they played against the Grizzlies.
The Pelicans.
And who am I thinking? Somebody had another mark on their arm. And
Yeah.
it was like Jaylen Brown.
I
got another
don't
victim.
remember
I
who it
forget who it
was.
was.
That's crazy.
I forget who it was.
Some barbers try to put that in your hair regardless.
100%.
So
100%.
to his defense,
Make your hairline a little darker, make it look clean.
And it only be there for 24 hours. Like if
Literally.
I had something to do today, fine. But if I'm just going back to the crib, don't even think about it. I don't care. I'm washing my hair anyway.
Yeah,
Get the loose hair out.
If y'all talking shit about my hairline, I'm definitely trying to. I'm saying something. My hairline's so real. Y'all think that shit fake? Oh yeah, y'all finna be fooled.
But you know what? I think that when the time happens for me, it's inevitable, right? Well, I mean, it might not be inevitable. That I'm gonna be completely okay with just rocking the baldy, bro.
Mm.
Like
That's-
you know,
Ain't it crazy at some point we're going to be having gray hairs?
yeah.
I used to have gray hairs,
You did? Like a lot?
like wisdom hairs type stuff.
Shit was not no damn wisdom, man.
right?
Yeah, how you gonna tell me?
'Cause
You
we talked to
wisdom?
you.
I used to
hell?
have them.
What could that even mean? I've never heard that phrase.
I don't know,
before.
but I don't even know if that's a real thing. I heard of wisdom teeth.
Yeah.
But
Are
I
you
mean,
are you gonna shave your beard yourself, or are you?
No,
just
I'm
gonna
growing it
wait?
back out.
Are you going it back out for sure?
Yeah,
Oh, so this is just a one off.
yeah, it's a reset.
Oh,
I kind of like this look though.
You got used to it.
Yeah.
do your girl like the look?
I think she liked the bearded look more, but I think she's used to it now.
Shawty wanted the.
I did Google wisdom hair.
Is that a thing?
The term wisdom hair refers to association of gray hairs with wisdom and long life. The Old Testament referred to older people with gray heads as an honor and not an insult. However, some say that hair color is not an indication of wisdom. Yeah, motherfucker.
Well, I mean, it just
It's
means
just a
like,
sign of age.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
That's crazy.
And your ass wasn't even old when you got it.
Motherfucker
Yeah.
was just
I was
stressed.
in-
Which
I was
bill
in
should
high
I
school.
use tonight?
No, he was stressed about some other shit. Damn, Target on me.
Damn, getting hit by the Target Rico.
The Target Rico is crazy.
Man,
One
Hey,
last
they
thing-
actually did have a little Target thing. Did y'all see that?
No.
People that was working in the Target warehouse was scamming like the medical benefits and turning it into
Ooh.
cash.
Oh.
And like 1,000 people got
I
laid
wonder who
off.
was behind that.
don't
know
put that on me,
somebody
Ricky
got
Bob.
laid
Don't
Oh,
put that on
shit.
me.
Oh, man.
Don't put that on you. You the fucking mastermind. You set the example.
Hey, I was hitting the lick on $5 gift cards, not no medical money.
But
You
they
was
added
risking
up.
your freedom for $5 gift cards?
But they added up.
yeah,
If you got 100 of them, how much did you have?
$500.
Right.
Imagine if they would have just let you stack that up to it as a federal
You know what I got
case.
to? Like $120.
That's a lick at that age. What you was buying?
Shit, I didn't need.
Because if your manager really didn't
Portable
like you,
fan and a $1
Could you
hour.
buy a Nintendo Switch with that shit?
Hell no.
if your manager really didn't like you, she could have let you pack that up and carry all the video evidence until you hit a certain amount to where now she can really.
How
order
was your
feds.
facial hair
That
look?
shit
Did it
would've
look like
been-
that? Because if it did, you was probably one of the good ones.
I think it has to be over
No, I didn't have
$1,000.
no facial hair back then.
Yeah, you was one of the good ones.
You would have to get over $1,000, I think.
That shit
Then
would have
she-
been a lot of gift cards.
You would have to. Then she really could have hit you with the book.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. She can't do it now.
You came up.
Yeah.
Now instead of robbing Target, you robbing Enjoy Basketball.
Hell yeah.
And you know what? You can get a lawyer.
Oh man.
That shit was going to be his homie.
One of the last things I do want to say about the NBA, I love. Matter of fact, I got to do this because I seen something yesterday. This gonna be funny to y'all. I want to send seriously. I know I'm laughing, but I want to be serious for a second. I want to send some love and I want to send an apology to Los. I don't know if y'all saw.
Oh, yeah.
They took a clip out of us talking about Los Polos, and I had called him a Drake Glazer. Just talking shit. Glazer's not even in my vocab outside of this podcast. But Unc got to stay hip with the young kids. And I thought he was trolling. But he replied to a few of the comments in that video. And he felt disrespected. Now, I wouldn't want anybody to watch our show or get a clip and feel disrespected, because the last thing I want to do is disrespect anybody I don't know. And I don't know him from a can of, I don't want to say a can of paint because I've seen his content. But, yeah, if this clip is able to reach you, Los, it's all love up here. I just think that when it comes to guys like Drake, LeBron, Kobe, Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, we all have glazed.
I was gonna say I glaze Luka.
I glaze Drake.
I'm a proud Luka glazer.
And I thought it was a thing he played into. I thought like DJ Academic, certain people who glaze Drake, especially after the whole Kendrick thing, they kind of played into it where like, I know y'all remember that famous DJ Academics clip when Drake comes on the Travis Scott song.
He said, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Like
it's a sicko mode, right?
Yeah, sicko mode. People go play into the whole glazer thing. So I always thought that he did. But yeah, when I try to disrespect somebody, the last word I'm gonna use is glaze. Just to let you know.
We got love for you, Los.
Yeah, all love, Los. All love. And shout out to just fans. I seen some of his fans, they was commenting. One dude said, "Don't worry, Los, these fucking nobodies." But I was like, it's ironic because who the hell are you?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I had screenshotted someone who said that these are.
This is in reply to that video or something?
Yeah. I'm not even. Somebody said that they didn't know who we were.
But they was following us.
Everyone knows Kenny, but who are these randoms with him? And that shit said follow back. And
Yeah,
I was like,
same. I saw the same thing.
and I'm
I
like,
swear I saw the same thing. And I was just like, yeah, people be wanting attention.
Yeah. And I was just like, how you gonna say who are these randoms but follow me? I would never follow someone and just call them a random. I follow you for a reason.
There was one dude who was a fan of Los and us.
Yeah.
And
He was in the middle, like seeing his parents fight.
yeah, but that's what I was telling him, like, this ain't personal at all. I don't even, like, I said that and didn't think twice. I didn't even think he would even see that. But I guess, I don't know, you just don't be knowing what people go through. I guess Low Stream be having people in there, and dude was like, man, he be on the same shit as y'all. He want everybody to come together. I don't know what's going on, but because you never know what's going on, I definitely
Los
don't.
did hit me with a congratulations when the big news came out. So
Okay.
shout out to Los.
Shout out to Los, man. I hope you get some nice My Team pools.
Oh, is he still playing My Team?
I think so. I be seeing them.
Is he the last one left? I don't feel like I've seen no My Team content.
I don't hear y'all talk about it. I don't even hear y'all talk about it.
I actually was told that there's been a pack strike.
Oh yeah,
Good.
Because the odds are so damn
but you know
bad.
what? Because they did a pack strike in Madden, a large part of the community is probably still buying those packs. So I ain't gonna lie.
You gotta think about just a small amount of people actually care about social media to be a part of it. Somebody uncle was just still buying shit.
Yeah,
Just
they ain't getting nothing, but he just buying it all.
He like collecting My Team cards for whatever reason.
Built in 1970s. I don't know.
Low key, back in the day, those team competitions we used to do was crazy. I'm gonna put a Celtics only lineup together. Oh yeah, you didn't even remember that Shaq played for the Celtics. So boom, here's a 99 Shaq on my Celtics team.
Not only we used to do that, we used to do the bronze. Just come up with a straight bronze line. We had fun.
Yeah.
I seen a post that Kyron put from 8 years ago. Y'all played this is like before I was on Xbox.
Yeah,
I can only imagine how fucking bad y'all little pro-am was.
I mean, Terrence was playing, so
yes,
it had to be.
Terrence. That's before Tyler was good.
And Kyron was the player
guy.
of the game.
but with a C+.
I remember
He
one
just
time,
scored the most.
One time they let me play point guard and I ain't had no assists. And they was just like, how you gonna play point guard and not have assists? And I was like, I got a good plus minus though.
We all got the same
Everybody
plus
has-
minus.
Like, we all got the
You remember?
I can't even remember what it used to be like to build back then.
Hell no.
Build
you
with
had to
it was
like
so
grind.
simpler.
You had to like go.
It was like I
you
remember
to go
they
into
had the two
micro-
archetype ones where it's like you could be a shooter and a playmaker.
Ain't
shooter
that
and
fucking
defender.
crazy
Yeah.
to now what it is now?
Everybody build it so much different.
Yeah, and you had to like go into like you had to.
Grind your badges.
Yeah, like if you wanted difficult shots, you had to go into my career and actually
take
take difficult
leaners
shots.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
motherfuckers doing the
Yeah.
same move in my career.
Yeah.
trying
Bro,
to
when
get
they
the-
added that you
grind,
could
bro.
grind your badges in regular online games, that shit was a huge come up.
Now look at the
It's
game.
still F2K though.
Yeah, you ain't played in a
You ain't
long
loaded
time.
it up.
Have you done a rebuild or anything? Yeah,
I'm still doing 2 to 3 rebuilds a week.
I want to start one soon. I don't know what team to use.
Yeah, that's why I just do the one-offs.
No, yeah, you got it made with that. I just be needing something to entertain myself. Yeah.
Ain't really no games out there. Other than somebody in your chat, I think it might have been Colton tried to put me on a game that I might download later today. This is a good day. This is the one of the few days where we don't have the show the next morning.
Yeah.
So you can kind of like, I might stay up a little bit later today, you know? Maybe
Yep.
be
Have
in
you been on
Discord
the
while y'all
Pokemon? Have you been on Pokemon?
I've been playing a lot of Pokemon.
I have not at all.
Because you've been on. I feel like we've been on 2K.
Yeah.
It's been cool. It ain't the greatest game I've ever played.
Is there any new Pokemon that you like?
I'm a traditionalist, man. I got my guys. I went shiny hunting for a Heracross yesterday. Didn't get one, but I'm still, they give you one in trade, like early game. His name is Boys. He's a fucking dog. But I want a shiny version. And I'm looking for a Scizor.
I'm still mad that Ready or Not didn't last that long for us.
It's like one
day.
session. One session.
That game has some potential.
Did we have John on there too?
We saw John this weekend, though.
Yeah, we did.
How you look?
Looking good.
Looking good. Seemed like he enjoying dad life.
He said his days are crazy, though. He like waking up at 4:30, 5 o'clock to get to work.
Oh, hell
And
no.
not getting home. When I changed, he said not getting home till like 3:30. At first, it was like 5. So you spend like 12-hour days.
Stories like that, I be hearing about people abandoning their families a little later. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. They posted a picture of a dude covered in like probably worked at like the mine back years ago.
Yeah.
It was like, this what they took from y'all. And somebody quoted it was like, that man looked like he about to blow his brains out. Like they because they said like rent was $9.
Oh man.
It was like way back in the day. Yeah.
Now rent ridiculous.
Right. Now imagine $9 rent.
Imagine going to the movies for a quarter.
That means it probably had 2 movies in that motherfucker.
The double feature, baby. All right, somebody take us out.
D Millie.
All right, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in to this another great episode of Numbers on the Board. I am D Mills. That's P, Kenny, Mike. We out, baby.
Okay, I'm the linear outro. In case you ain't familiar.